What's going on YouTube? Sean here, and welcome to another edition of my Death Note vlogs. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about episode number 32, which is known as Selection. So this episode dives into the backstory of Teru Mikami, the guy who Light has chosen to be the new Kira, or as he calls him, the Hand of Kira. Basically, we learn that Teru Mikami's, we see Teru's, we see Mikami's childhood, and he basically believes that God wants him to stand up to evil, and as a result, when criminals everywhere begin to die, Mikami believes that this is God's righteous judgment and becomes a frequent guest on Kira's kingdom. Afterwards, Light gives him a death note, and Mikami becomes so excited and passes judgment on criminals in Light's place. And when he does so, he's always like, delete, delete, delete. And it got me wondering, is this the inspiration for Broken Matt Hardy, who was always like, the final deletion, delete, delete, delete. And he constantly is just like, delete, 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 delete. And I found myself laughing because I was just thinking about Broken Matt Hardy. It just kind of made me like snicker the whole time. But anyways, also he chooses a new spokesperson for Kira named Kiyomi Takada, who was one of Light's girlfriends in college. Misa is not going to be happy about this, I'm sure. So then Light realizes he can use his connection as an advantage and sets up a meeting with Kiyomi Takada, pulling off the swag look, and he's just like acts like he's really into her, and he basically informs her that he is Kira. Mikami comes in there, or like calls him on the phone, and then Light reveals himself to be Kira as well to him. And basically, they create a ploy to force the investigation team to remove all the bugs from the room. After which, Light tells Takada that he wants her to be his goddess in this new world. And then he tells the investigation team that it will be pretending to be Takada's boyfriend to catch Kira. And also, elsewhere, we see Mello has been investigating Misa, suspecting her to be the second Kira. But he's just like, this girl's kind of an idiot. Which she is an idiot in some ways. But, yeah. So, ooh, Light, you are just digging this grave for yourself. You just can't just let it go. He can inevitably kind of rest for a while, but no, he's just not. You just can't stop this sociopath that is Light Yagami. Him flirting with this, he's obviously using his pull in that to influence Kiyomi Takada, considering she was kind of one of his girlfriends. It was kind of in the background at this point, but Nier is not in this episode at all, mind you, and that kind of disappointed me. I was like curious to see where that conflict would go. Mello was in it, but Nier was pretty much a no factor in this thing at all. I mean, if he's supposed to be taking the place of L, then he should be more of a factor. Takada and Mikami are basically like new followers of Kira. He wants her to be his goddess of death in this new world, so I assume once Misa finds out about Takada, she is going to be pissed. Maybe this will break her heart. Maybe then she'll finally turn on Light, which would be an interesting twist. I kind of want to see that happen, actually. You said her, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a cat fight, and it's going to get ugly. At least that's my prediction. Maybe they won't do it. I don't know. But, yeah, so that's in essence the episode. I liked learning a bit more about Mikami's backstory. But then again, I know that there's only a few episodes left in the show. We're 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. We only have 7 episodes left, and they're introducing all this stuff, and I'm like, how the hell are they going to, like, make this exciting for the next couple of episodes? Especially with all this other stuff that they just seem to be adding on kind of late into the game. It makes me think they were just kind of just like, oh, keep adding this to extend it, keep adding this to extend it, keep adding this to extend it. At least that's my own opinion. Again, I still miss L. I'm going to just keep saying that for a while. I think it was a mistake to kill L off, considering he was the great rival, and really that rivalry should have been prolonged until the very end of the series. But I guess they wanted to change things up. Like I said, killing L off that early was a mistake. Unless, of course, he comes back, factors in somehow, which would be awesome. But I doubt they're going to do that. So, yeah, so episode 32, it wasn't a bad episode. I just think this learning about Mikami's childhood kind of makes me laugh, considering I think he's like, reminds me a bit of Broken Matt Hardy with his delete, delete, delete. And it definitely makes me laugh a bit. So, and I'm pretty certain that this ex-girlfriend of Light, with him posing as her boyfriend, that is going to piss off Misa, and it should be kind of funny. So, yeah, What are your thoughts on this episode down below? Let me know in the comments section. We can discuss this thing further. Hit the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel, and what are your thoughts on the episode? We'll talk about it some more, and come back next time as we're going to take a look at episode number 33, which is known as Scorn. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care now. Bye-bye then.